I'm going to keep admitting people, right? Admit. Cool. Cindy's with us. So we have some people here. Oh, Beatrice, hi, how are you? Good to see you. We have some people who are with us, you know, on the camera, other people who are just doing the audio. However it is for you is certainly fine with me, right? It's all right. It's cool. What I wanted to do today is, first of all, gosh, thanks for coming. Can you hear me? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good, good. Oh, I know, do you like this? I'm like into the Zoom, right? Sign language, right? It's embarrassing, but it's fun. Okay, um, so so this is our webinar for the teacher training, right? It'll be 22 August of 19. What tells you what century I'm in? August of 2022. We're going to have an in-person teacher training here in Chicago. Okay. Now, yay! Originally it was scheduled. Do you know? Originally it was scheduled for August of 21. Right, but because of COVID, we are all growing our hair and changing our calendars every few days, right? It's like, oh gosh. So it's a great opportunity for us to be nimble, right? To be nimble, to adapt. So what I want to do today, we have like an hour to really take a look at what the teacher training is, what the opportunity is, what's involved, what's required, all these different pieces to it. My thought is that what I'd like to do is give you an overview, go over some of the different components, and then once I'm done, then we can open up to questions. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. Now, in the chat, we have a lot of chats coming up. In the chat, Raven, who's helping me, Raven Guy is helping me. She will be posting the link to the website that has all the details, a lot of details to this thing. So, and those details, you can find them all on the website. Okay, so Raven's going to post that for you, in addition to the names of two important people who could be really a big help to you. The first one is Cindy Walden. She is our teacher advisor. Okay, so you'll have her contact information, Cindy at Linda Howe. You have a dog with you, Lynn. Anyway, and I love it. And the other one is Mark James, who is our student advisor for the online school. So these are two people, you know, it's good to have their contact information in case you need some help. So, gosh, thanks for being here. I thought what we could do is begin with a brief centering meditation. Okay, so if you would join me by closing your eyes and opening your awareness to the reality of your own presence. Each one of us is somewhere. We can have different opinions about our location, but at this moment in time, you exist in physical form somewhere on the face of the earth. Good. As you direct your attention inward, you are likely to notice you are the only one in your shoes. Okay. Yes, you are the only consciousness occupying the space of your body, your personality, your emotions. Yes. Excellent. And this is the first and only lifetime in which you are you in this very unique, individual way. And so I invite you to occupy that space, the space of your unique individuality, once in all the ages. So make room for yourself here and now. Wonderful. Good. Now, if you would, open your eyes and bring yourself back to the group. Thank you. Thank you very much. All righty. So, I know many of you, and I don't know many of you. It's kind of, we have a mixed group here. Okay, new friends and old friends is how I like to think of it. So just so you know who I am and why in the name of heaven am I even doing this? I am Dr. Linda Howe. I have been working in the Akashic Records since 1994. I hate to admit how long that is, but it's true. So I've been working in the record exclusively. Like, I don't do the records and anything else. This is what I do. I am the author of 3 groundbreaking books in the records, starting with 2009, How to Read the Akashic Records. 11 was Healing Through the Records. 15, Discover Your Soul's Path Through the Records. Now, I'm actually sitting on the edge of my seat. Oh my God, I don't know what happened to my thing. How do you like the green screen? I don't know.
Much better.
Turn away the other thing, whatever. I have no idea how to fix that. So we're just going to go. It's cool.
My favorite color.
Good. I'm. Oh, that's so funny. All right. It's all right, Raven. We'll just get, whatever. Okay. So we're learning, we're living and learning, which, I love the idea of live and learn. The experience I'm not so down with. Anyway, it's all right. So, but here's the thing. Okay. Right now, my 4th book, Inspired Manifestation, is at the publisher. Okay, I have no idea when it's going to be released. Only God knows, right? And the people at the publisher, maybe. So as soon as that's ready, that'll be out as well. In 2015, I earned a doctorate of spiritual studies in the Akashic Records from Emerson Theological Institute, and designed the program that they currently use for people to get like a master's or a bachelor's in spiritual studies with a focus in the Akashic Record. So I'm pretty excited, Anyway, so that's who I am. My commitment, right? My personal commitment to the work is that everyone who wants it deserves the highest quality training. Okay. I know that there are a lot of people. I mean, I know what's out there. There's a lot of stuff out there, and there are people who are saying this is the Akashic Record, whatever. It's all fine. But what I know is that people who have a deep desire to serve, to be helpful to others, are really entitled to the highest caliber, really excellent, outstanding, and sane training in the Akashic Record and its uses. And that is really my commitment. Okay, so over the years, I've developed all these classes. Some of you have taken some, anyway, and some of you haven't taken any yet. Now, here's the other thing that I think is really significant. If you turn on your television, which I dare you to do, right, you will notice that the world is ablaze, right? Everything is up for grabs. Everything is changing. These are times of radical transformation. And we're all part of it. We are all part of this transformation. And our choice is, especially as light workers, our choice is this. Will I contribute to moving things forward? Will I contribute to uplifting? Will I contribute to the truth, honor, the dignity, and the uplift of my fellow human beings? Or am I just going to add a little nuttiness to the mix? Which I don't know that the mix needs any more nuttiness, right? And you guys know that as well. So I know that you're here because something in you, I like to think it's your soul, has said, now is the time to check this out, right? And so welcome, right? Now, let me tell you what's going on, all right? I have notes because I am so easily distracted. All right. Okay, first I want you to know there are explicit details about the teacher training on my website. Okay, there's no way I can cover them all, but go there and read about it, you'll find out. Okay, what we're talking about is an in-person teacher training in Chicago in August of 2022. Okay, it is a training that will train you, right, prepare you to teach and certify others in two classes. One is a practitioner certification. The other is an advanced practitioner certification. That's what this is. You will be prepared, right, to do training for other people, both online and in person. All right. So both of those options will be available to you as you go through this. The training itself, the work that I do, it's very specific. It's specific to the pathway prayer process. It's specific to the curriculum that's been revealed to me over the past many, many years, right? In my own records that I have tried out on myself, my friends, students like you all over the world, right? So I know that the work is solid. I know that it's reliable. I know that it's trustworthy. And so, which is important to me, right? I don't want to give you a lightsaber and say, hey, good luck. You know, that scares me. Anyway, but we're doing the pathway prayer process. This is not generic Akashic records. It's not Kumbaya Akashic records. It's the pathway prayer process, right? So that's what we do. All right, now let's talk about the requirements. There really are requirements. The requirements are there are 5 core courses. Each course is about a weekend long, right? And you can take it online or in person with a recognized pathway prayer process teacher, right? You can do all the classes online, you can do them all in person, or you can do some combination. Okay, whatever works better for you is certainly fine with me. I know that right now, in person is a remote possibility. And so most of you, I mean, if you're new, you'll take classes online, which is fine. In the online program, Mark James is our student advisor, and he will help you. He will help you get connected with, you will be assigned, in order to earn a certification, you'll be assigned a mentor who is a certified teacher who will work with you to make sure you understand the principles, the concepts, before you earn your certification. Okay, so there are the five core courses. Okay, now those 5 core courses are practitioner, right? It's always good to start at the beginning. The practitioner, the advanced practitioner, which is energy healing, ancestral clearing, and past lives. Okay, that's your 2nd course. Your 3rd course is healing through the records. All right, and then the 4th one is Soul's Path, based on my 3rd book, and the first certified practitioner, advanced practitioner, healing practitioner, right? Soul's Path practitioner, and Soul's Purposes or Manifestation. 5 core courses. Those are required to be a teacher. Now, here's the thing I want you to know. is you may, let's say you have 2 of those classes. Can you register? Yes, because you've got a couple of years to get your requirements done. So you can do, right? So you can do that if that works for you. All right. So you don't have to wait to have all 5 classes in place to register.
Sorry, Linda, I think you're muted.
All right. Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. How weird. Anyway, all right. Starting this August, we are beginning the online component of the teacher training. And what that involves, that will be monthly best practices, questions and answers with registered people who are registered for the teacher training with either me or a certified teacher. So there are people who've been teaching for years who have learned a lot. They know so much and they can be a huge help. And so different certified teachers, and it's really great because you get to meet different teachers and see how they approach this and what they do with it. You know, my goal is that you be successful, that you be able to work with people and have it be satisfying and not be too stressful, right? So that's my goal in this. So we will begin those in August of 20. Those will run until the class begins in 22. We have an early bird special that will end. This just seems like forever, right? In October of 21. After that, we're going to be doing an Akashic Leadership series. This too will be online. The Akashic Leadership series will be hosted by myself and elite certified teachers who are really advanced teachers. And we will be presenting to you some of the most important and really valuable ways to engage, like how to build your practice of doing readings, how to strengthen the community, right, that you're building, because that's really part of what's going on, as you know, right? Working with students, having practice sessions, book study groups, all these different things. And then there's also business like, you know, marketing and this kind of stuff, which someone other than me will talk to you about. Okay, so that's what will happen in the Akashic Leadership series. We work through the Learn It Live platform. The Learn It Live platform it's actually, I love it. I've been working with them for many years. With the Learn It Live platform for the online classes, everything is stored and you can always go back to Learn It Live and watch over again if you want, which I think that's a big help, very big help. All right, the other opportunity, once you're registered, is to work with other students, to be like a partner, because part of the homework in the online school is that people do readings, right? We do readings for other people. And there are some students who really appreciate working with another student rather than like going to their neighbor. You know, some of us are more isolated than others, right? And so it's a wonderful way to get practice in readings and to get some coaching on how to work with others. So, you know, if you're interested in that, you can do it. At some point, we're going to have the class. And for the class, there we go. For the class will be 6 days in person here in Chicago, okay? A lot of people have asked me, why are you doing it in person? I'll tell you why. Because if you're going to be sharing my work, representing me and working with others in my name, I want to meet you in person. That's all there is to it. I have found that the people with whom I have a real connection turn out to be much better teachers over the long haul, okay? And people that I don't have a good connection with, they're selling real estate now. Now, there's nothing wrong with selling real estate. Actually, sometimes I think maybe I should have done that. Anyway, I did try it. It didn't work out. Anyway, but you understand, it's really important that you and I have a connection. All right. And so that's why we meet in person. Okay. Once you're certified, after 6 days, what happens in the 6 days is this. We're going to meet in Chicago. I will teach all the daytime sessions. Daytime is like 9 to 5:30. That's daytime here. It's the Midwest. Anyway, and then we'll have 3 optional evening sessions with elite certified teachers who will be presenting topics that they are specialists in, basically. So we're going to have that. What happens in this class is I will actually do with you the practitioner certification class, takes 2 days, followed by a day of reviewing the outlines, lots of Q&A, answering all your questions about how the heck to do this, right? Then we will go to the advanced practitioner class, again, 2 days, covering energy healing, ancestral clearing, and past lives, and then the outlines, right? And then, of course, all the questions you have about teaching. So that's what the class is, all right? Once you're certified, you will then be able to go out and teach and certify others, right? As practitioners and advanced practitioners. You can do this in person, wherever the heck you want, in your native tongue, or online, okay, through the school. The Linda Howe Online Center for Akashic Studies is where we're offering certification courses, and you'll be able to do that if you want, right? Now, I'm trying to think of what else? All right, ha ha ha. Payment, okay, money. Oh, well, I'll tell you this other thing in a minute. Okay, so here's the thing. It costs money. Okay, and here's how much it costs. Now, if you, before the early bird, it's $5,997. That's before October 1st of 21. Or that's October 1st. So October 1st, $5,997. October 2nd, $6,000. Okay, so there's early bird or regular. Those are the 2 prices. I know there's been a lot of discussion about, you know, can we make it less? Can we do, listen, I have talked to our venue. I've talked to all these people involved. There are no, this is as low as I can get it to go. No one will, I've told them all kind, you know, even though the space there may be restrictions on the number of people we can allow, right? Because of the COVID. So I'm very sorry that it costs money, but this is the reality. What I do know is this: once the class is over, you can turn around and make money. You can use the readings, right? You can, I know a lot of people who do readings and they collect money for readings and they put themselves in the teacher training. There is, if you want, we can invoice you. We also have, we don't have payment plans. I don't have that big of a staff, right? But what we do have is we have PayPal, right? PayPal has some kind of a payment plan, and credit cards. This is America. We're all down with the credit card. Okay, those are really the options for payment. Now, there's also long-term, right? Let's take a minute to talk about some of the long-term responsibilities and privileges. So once the class is done, you can go out and certify people. And then what can happen is, if your people, when I do the next teacher training, your people, if somebody says, oh, I took the class with Michelle, I will look it up and it'll be like, well, okay, good, you can come to the teacher training. But if somebody says, you know, I took the class with Catherine and there's no Catherine, then I say, I'm sorry, your class is not recognized. Okay, it's just that simple, right? I do not honor certifications actually from other, like people will say, I took Akashic Records with, Susie Cusey. Well, that's great, but that's not this, right? That's all there is to it. So whoever your teachers are, they have to be recognized in good standing for me to recognize your certification. And then when you certify others, to recognize them as well. Once you are a certified teacher, the next step, which I think is fascinating, right? The next step is you can become an advanced certified teacher, and you will be trained to do the healing class, to teach the healing class, again, in person or online. Now, once you and I have a relationship and we know each other in person, right? Because you've come to Chicago for 6 days and we had lunch together, right? Once we do that, then taking the healing class, learning how to teach the healing work, that could be done ideally, and ideally teaching is in person. But if need be, in 3 years, we have to do it online, we'll be able to. But we'll already know each other. So there's an advanced teaching, and then there's also the elite certified teacher, right? And that's the next level up. Elite certified teachers are invited to assist me in classes. They do all kinds of things to teach and to help. There are some advanced certified teachers who have special, they really have some special gifts and talents. And so I actually invite them to help as well. So, in order to maintain your certification in good standing, there are some requirements. The first is annually we do an online continuing education, which is 2 hours. It's recorded. Some people come in person, some people don't. Okay. But what I have found, because I've been teaching teachers for a long time, what I have found is that, the work is alive. And there are subtle adjustments made, right, over the years. So that it was interesting. I was in a class and someone had taken, just last year, I was up in Edmonton, Canada, fabulous place, great people, was having a great time. Yeah, right, Amy. It was great, right? But it was interesting because someone was telling me how they had taken a class with one of my teachers, and I realized, this information was really hot off the press in 2012, but it was like 2019, and I was aghast, and I felt so bad because I thought I have a responsibility to keep the teachers current, right, to share what I'm learning. And so that's what we do in the continuing education. That is $300 every year, okay? Additionally, you have to be on the website. There has to be a web presence because you're part of a bigger community, right? And so that would involve your photo, your bio, and then you get to put your classes on the calendar, right? That's $500 for the year. Okay. So that's what that is, right? Now, I think that's, so I don't know. I think at this point, I could fall into any one area of this teacher training program, but I think it's really more important to me to find out what your questions are. So I'm going to go to the chat, okay? And I don't know if people put questions in the chat. Oh, here's chat. Yes, ha 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 ha. Okay, good. Do you know I love this game about classes. Okay, there is a class. Okay, so the course on manifesting, when will that be taught live? That, I'll tell you what, we are on schedule to offer that in Colorado, I think it's Boulder, in September of 21. Okay. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Ideally, that will be live in person. Okay. I also am planning in the next, I don't know, what is it now? It's July 1st, but I'm planning like in the next 6 months or so to offer manifesting live online, right? And then you can get it recorded. But if you want an in-person class, that will be, and Amy Mack, who's an elite certified teacher, will be hosting that. So I hope that answers that question. Okay, now let's see. All right. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Okay, okay, listen, none of us, okay, so we have questions about travel. So the fact of the matter is none of us can travel right now. No, I can't, right? So, and I know you guys can't either. So all the courses, the requirements, you can take those all online. Absolutely no problem. Okay. I am really exploring, in the event that 2 years from now we cannot meet in person, I'm exploring other options. Do not hold your breath. Okay, I would have to be struck by a bolt of lightning and I would have to hear the voice of the gods to have a teacher training online. Okay, the other thing I want you to know is that the teacher training is in English. Now, if you need a translator, because I know there are people who want trainings, you know, whether you're in Germany or Russia or Turkey or, you know, China, wherever, the class here in Chicago will be in English. I will not provide a translator. If you need a translator, you need to bring one. Okay, so I think that's okay. Yes. Oh, Margaret Ann, this is a great question. Okay. Here's the thing. The students, there's no way I could meet. Margaret Ann, this is a great question. Here's the thing. The question has to do with meeting students in person. Now listen, I would love to know every practitioner. I would love that. That would be my life dream, would just to be to sit and meet everybody and visit and hear about how it's going. It's not practical. It's okay. But teachers are another story, right? Teachers are another story. Okay. So, and that's why I really want to know who the teachers are in person, right? Because teachers have, so teachers are close, teachers actually are more highly trained, certainly than a practitioner, right? But then if there's problems with a practitioner, let's say, I don't know, whatever the problem is, right? If there's problems with a practitioner and I get complaints, which I often do, I will get complaints if a practitioner is, saying crazy things or being, causing harm. I will get complaints. Now, I may not know the practitioner, but I know the teacher, and I can go to the teacher and talk to them about the situation. So that's the way I handle that. Okay, now, there are 3 levels of teacher training. Okay, 3 levels of teacher training. Certified teacher, advanced certified teacher, elite certified teacher, and ding, 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 ding. I don't know what the next one's going to be. The next level of certification, though, will be based on my 4th book. And I don't certify people until the book is out. And I've worked with enough people on that material, right? So is it in the stars? Is it in the ethers? Yes, it is. Do I have a date? No, I don't. And the other thing is you can't go like if, let's say you're a certified teacher, but you've never done the healing. You're not an advanced certified teacher. You can't skip the healing and go to Soul's Path. You have to do those in order, right? Okay, cool. Now, do you have a coaching track in your training? Kathleen, it's very interesting. So here's the thing. There are people who are coaches who use the records in their coaching practice. And that's certainly something we'll talk about. Of course, of course, of course, of course. A practitioner is someone who, it's a great question. A practitioner is someone who is recognized is trained with sufficient skill to do readings for other individuals. Okay. There are some people, that's it for them. And listen, I'm down with that. That's great. You know, if you go to a good practitioner, it can change your life. Somebody who can read the record and really help guide you and, you know, give you insight, guidance, and wisdom to empower you on your way. That's a practitioner. A practitioner is not a teacher. It's two different things. A teacher has been highly trained, can work with groups, can certify others as practitioners. Okay, so a practitioner works with the man on the street. Okay, the teacher trains practitioners, right? So that's how that goes. Yes, the leadership series is included in the price, of course. The leadership series is included, and the monthly best practices series, that's included, absolutely. And the opportunity to work with others and to be coached, right, as a partner in readings. I mean, that's like amazing, because here's the truth. The truth is that the best teachers are good readers, and they're good readers because they consistently work with others. It's just the law. It's really good. Yes, you are a practitioner when you complete one of the 5 courses. Like, some people take the beginning class, some people go to the advanced class and skip the beginning because they don't want to be beginners. I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, so that's anyway. So you've got practitioner, advanced practitioner, healing practitioner, yeah, soul's path, and soul's purposes practitioner. So there's different kinds of practitioners, but yeah, any of them are there. Okay, now there's another question. The accommodations are not included, but I have to tell you, I'm very excited about the accommodation situation. We will be at, there's a university center in downtown Chicago. Very cool, okay. It is a dormitory for a number of universities in Chicago, right? It's an incredible, it's central location. And so there's all kinds of options. If you go to the website, you'll find out more about it. You can link and snoop around. It's a fabulous location. The prices are very good, right? And a block away is a very fancy hotel, if you like fancy hotels. Okay, some of us do. You can go over there, or the other thing that's really cool is across the street, there is a youth hostel, which, I mean, for, I don't even know how much. I used to stay in youth hostels. They're not much, okay? But you could stay there as well. You stay wherever you want, okay? So the accommodations are up to you, but there's a huge range. You can be in a group, you know, be with 4 people, you can be whatever. There's lots of places to eat. There's grocery stores. And so there's a variety of ways to take care of yourself with that. Okay. There are no live, okay, here's the thing. There are no live practitioner trainings. Everyone canceled their live classes because of COVID. Okay, they're just not happening. But there are live, I have, the certified teachers are now moving their practices to live online. So if you take a look, I know Amy Mack is offering live online. I know Debbie Ritter will be offering live online. And they're different formats. Some will be like over a weekend, some will be once a week. So snoop around and see what works for you. But yes, you can get the classes, they would be live online, okay? Or you can do the recorded ones with a mentor. Whatever you like is fine. Okay, now let's see. Do you know what? The Sounds True, I have to tell you, Teresa. Teresa has a question here about the Sounds True recorded class. That is not really, I mean, that's pieced together from from the audio, right? We recorded me teaching a class, right? So there's pieces of that, there's pieces of the book. That was from 2009. I don't know. It doesn't, you don't get a certification for that. Okay, so even if you took that, if what you want to do is teach a beginning class, it's a good idea to have taken it at least once, right? And that's why we do it in the teacher training, because I want you to know what you're doing, okay? Sophia, Mark James is this is an interesting question. I don't know why you're asking this, but I'll tell you. So Sophia wants to know about Mark James. So I'm going to tell you about two people. I'll tell you about Mark James and Cindy Walden. Mark James is the student advisor for the Linda Howe Online Center for Akashic Studies. Okay. So if, let's say, Siri signs up for the healing class through the online school. Okay, he signs up for that, and he wants a certification. Mark will connect with Siri, give him like the ground rules, right? Let him know, here's where you can find the classes, this is how to do it. And Mark will connect Siri with a mentor, okay? Because if Siri wants a certificate, he's going to have to do the homework, okay? And he has a chance to get questions answered. I don't give people certificates for buying an online class. I just don't. I mean, I haven't, I don't know, I'm getting older. You know, I'm headed towards 70 and I haven't done that yet. But you know, it makes no sense. I mean, I'm not going to certify anyway, whatever. You know, I have a whole thing about that. You know, listen, I know how these classes go, right? You plug it in, you make spaghetti. That doesn't, you know, you shouldn't get a certificate for that. But if you do the work, we'll give you a certificate. There's no problem. Mark James coordinates that, okay? He does not review your homework. Your mentor does, who is an elite certified teacher. Okay, that's how all that works. Now, the other person you need to know is Cindy Walden. Cindy Walden is the teacher advisor. So if you were to have questions about the teacher training, you go to cindy@lindahowe.com. You send her a note. She'll help you. She's really nice. These are nice people. I have a great team. They'll help you. But Cindy will be able, and you can say, oh, I took this class with somebody named Jean in 2013. I don't know, it was in the back of a bookstore. Cindy is a Virgo. I don't know if you know any astrology. There is no detail that escapes Cindy, okay? And so Cindy will look and say, we didn't have anybody named Jean who was teaching that year anywhere. So I don't know that this certificate is real, right? Or she'll say, oh my God, great, I remember her, she was wonderful. She will validate your credentials so that when you go so the people who come to the class really know what they're doing, okay? Anyway, all right, now we have more questions. Okay, anybody else have, listen, I live for questions. I really do, I love them. I don't see any. Does anybody want to have a voice question? No? Okay.
Yeah, Linda, I know you have the pre-recorded Akashic Records beginning advanced dual certification. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. What did you say about the dual certification for beginning and advanced?
Yes, and the path and purpose dual certification pre-recorded. Are you going to be doing those live online like you did the healing one?
I will not. I'll tell you what I'll be doing. I will be doing, the short answer is no. The only one I'll be doing live online will be manifesting, standalone manifesting. Okay. And I don't have dates on that. I'm actually, I have some other projects that I'm really involved in. So once I have enough space. I mean, you know, I want to make sure you get, you know, you get a good class. So, um, so if you want a live online, I would go ahead with who's ever teaching the classes, right? Because they're all good. They're all good teachers. I mean, they are great. These are people who have been teaching, working with students. They're really wonderful, and they will help you. Yes.
And the pre-recorded ones, they still go towards the teacher qualification. Is that correct?
Okay, here's the thing about the pre-recorded classes. Great question, Edna. The pre-recorded classes, and even if you've taken them in the past and you want to get a certificate, you can. You talk to Mark James, we'll put you with a mentor. It'll, I don't know, cost some more money, but you get a mentor will work with you. You have to do the homework and you get the certificate. If you do a dual certification, I mean, one of the great things about the recorded classes online is that you can, you know, like the dual certifications, they're like 8 sessions. That's a, you can, if you want to take 8, 10 weeks, if you want to take 4 months to do that, that's fine. You want to find your own pace and work with it. And you can do that with a recorded class. Okay, there is no, I have no like pressure on you time-wise. Okay, does that, did I answer your question, Edna?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, cool. Thanks, hon. All right, do you have to be a practitioner? Well, yeah, of course you do. You have to, in order to even get into the teacher training, you have to take the 5 core classes: practitioner certification, advanced practitioner, healing practitioner, soul's path, and manifesting, or soul's purposes. Okay, when those 5 classes are required. Okay, it is, in my estimation, it is unfair to ask anybody to get up in front of students and to have the responsibility of teacher without adequate training. It just, that's like cruel. You know, I've been teaching a long time and I know that when people come to a class, there are 2 things that can happen. First, you can really help people. It is, obviously, I mean, I've been doing it for a long time. It is the most moving experience to work with others in this way. The other option is you can really hurt people. You can give them crazy information that causes them to, that doesn't cause them, but it just fuels their, you know, they can do things to hurt themselves and people they love. And I think that if we can avoid that, that's why I'm big on good training. Okay, because I mean, you guys know this, whether you do I mean, and you've had readings, you know, a good reading can really like give you a chance to, can propel you into great spaces in your life. And a bad reading can really hurt, right? And it can set you back. And so what I know is I want to make sure people are as, you know, equipped to step forward and to serve others in a way that is not stressful or agonizing, but a way that's really enriching. Okay, so after completing, you are certified. Okay, wait. Soul's Path class okay, somebody's asking about the Soul's Path class. It says it's unavailable for certification and support. Do you know what? Can you send an email to Mark, whoever's asking this, send an email to mark@lindahowe.com and ask him about that. That's a mistake. Shouldn't be that. After you complete the training at 22, okay? So it's August 14th, 22, you're done. The next weekend, you can teach how to read, you can teach a practitioner certification. The following weekend, you can do advanced practitioner certification. You can teach those 2 classes 1,000 times. I don't care. You teach them all you want, right? You go right ahead, right? However you want to do it. And listen, I know there are some people who are like, I must have a hotel ballroom. Well, that's great. You can do that. But I have other people who are wonderful teachers who like to teach in their living room with maybe 3 or 4 people. They find it deeply satisfying and meaningful. So I don't care what you do. That's up to you. We all have different personalities. There are different ways we connect with others, and you know what's best for you. So I don't, whatever you want to do is fine. Okay. All right. When am I going to do the next teacher training? I have no idea. I just, listen, I have no idea. The last teacher training I did was in 2015. It's now whatever year it is, right? 2020. So I don't know what to tell you. I also, you may notice that I'm not, I know it's hard to believe, I'm not 30, but you know, listen, I get Medicare. So I don't know what to tell you about that. Okay. All right. How long do you need to practice to move to the next level? Well, you know, this is a wonderful question. There are some people who really want to take their time in between classes, the core courses. They really want to take their time. There are other people who are like, oh, wow, that's really good. I want to go. Listen, that's your call. That is your call. Whatever's best for you. And I know sometimes we get so overwhelmed with teaching and learning that it becomes hard to work with others. So I just think it's important for you to pay attention to yourself, what supports you, right? And what drives you crazy, and just take it from there. Okay. But there's no rule on that. As long as you have the 5 core courses before August 7th, 22, you're good. And that's fine with me. Okay. Oh, Lynn studies with Patty Collinsworth. Cool. Okay. So see, here's somebody, this Lynn, who is gone now, but our friend Lynn is studying. There's an elite certified teacher in Massachusetts, Patty Collinsworth. She has a whole community. She's got a whole group of people she's been working with. She's been teaching since 2012. Yeah, I believe it's 2012, maybe 2011. She has the longest running study group in the world. She has a practice group that gets together once a month. I mean, these people are fabulous. Anyway, she's, you know, and they have a good time out there. I mean, if you're out there, she's really good and a lot of fun.
Hi, Linda.
Okay, hold on. Who's calling me?
It's me,
EJ?
Yes.
Hi, EJ. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you? This is my first live experience of you, so I just want to say thank you and acknowledge you for being a beautiful, bright light on the planet and sharing this content with us. I really do appreciate it.
Oh, honey, thank you. Thank you so much. You too.
Thank you. Thank you. No question really, but I just really want to share that with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Great. Okay. So there's another question here. To fulfill prerequisites. No. Okay, here's the thing. To fulfill your prerequisites, you go to the website. Can somebody, Raven, can you post the link to the website? On the website, you know, there's an online school, the Linda Howe Online Center for Akashic Studies. And you see what's posted, okay? That's the way you do it, okay? And if you need more help, let us know. We'll help you. There's no problem, we'll help you. Okay, the next, I am scheduled to teach manifesting in Colorado in September of 21. So I have to, okay. I hope to God that it's possible. Okay. Oh, good. Thank you very much. Yeah, and if it's possible, I will be there. If it's not possible, we'll do something else. Okay. Right. But whatever this year, 20, but in the next 6 months or so, we'll be doing manifesting live online. Okay. Now listen, my preference is always in person, right? I like people who are like, they have fronts, they have backs, they have sides. I like multidimensional beings, right? And so, you know, with the online, everybody's 2 dimensions. Is that nice? Yes, it's nice. Is it sad? Yes, it's sad. But you know what? It's 2020. And if I am getting with it, I think you guys can too. And I know, you know, every day is new changes. That's really, anyway. All right, listen. So we're coming to the end of our time. I just want to make sure, any qualified teachers outside the USA? I have teachers, I have a teacher, wonderful teacher, Kevin Jackson, a lead certified teacher in Canada. Okay, he's in Edmonton, Canada. Actually, no, the answer to that is no, John. It's a great question. I will be doing, FYI, I will be doing a teacher training in Taiwan in Chinese in May of 21. Okay. And so at that point, there will be, after that, there will be trained, certified teachers in Asia. So, but there isn't anybody right now. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, hey, thank you. No more questions? No? All right. Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for spending your lunch hour with me. It's, you know, it's a very important hour of the day. It's wonderful to see you. And God, I love you guys. And I look forward to, listen, you can send questions, because I know, you know, sometimes it's like we open the treasure chest and we see, oh, there's stuff in there. And sometimes it takes a little time to even become aware of what our questions are. But just so you know, we're here. This is not a 911. It really is a long-term, like a life decision, and you don't have to make it today. Don't worry. But just so you know, we're here and you can ask us anything. Okay, there will be more of these webinars in the future. Different certified teachers will be presenting. You know, they'll be talking as well. So you'll have a chance to meet some different people, to hear how they do things, right? Their assessment. And anyway, so that, and that always helps too. I know this is a big decision. Okay. No, I have no, Susan is in the UK. No, I don't have anybody in the UK. I have not been keeping track of practitioners, but that is, we're actually changing that. So, but right now, no, I don't have that. All right. Namaste. Okay, I love you. Thank you so much. And don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions. That's what we're here for. Okay, thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.